What did PETA accomplish in 2025? We continued our 45-year legacy of providing a beacon of hope and far-reaching change for our fellow beings. Through our innovative campaigns, undercover investigations, and life-saving rescues, we blazed forward in our commitment to show that every animal is someone, and to achieve a kinder world for all animals, with countless groundbreaking victories along the way. Our decades of relentless pressure resulted in the National Institutes of Health announcing that it will stop issuing funding calls for animal-only studies and instead will prioritize human-relevant research, while the Food and Drug Administration announced that it will be phasing out certain animal testing requirements, and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention will be phasing out its experiments on monkeys, all of which will spare millions of animals from suffering in wasteful experiments each year. Our scientists worked with the Taiwan FDA to replace animals in other cruel tests, and the European Respiratory Society to stop using live animals in its medical training courses. We convinced other national associations and companies to stop funding experiments on animals, and we notched huge wins when the University of Massachusetts shut down its laboratory that was pointlessly tormenting marmosets, and NIH canceled its grant for Margaret Livingston's grim experiments on baby monkeys at Harvard. Our successful legal battle against the University of Washington showed that we'll never let the abuse of animals stay hidden behind laboratory doors, and we're still just getting started. We persuaded several national coffee chains, including Dunkin', Peet's, Dutch Bros, and Tim Hortons, to stop incentivizing cruelty to cows by charging extra for vegan milks. And we worked with American Airlines to start offering vegan scrambled eggs on its flights.
Let me tell you, if you're easing your way in, the vegan donuts are a good gateway drug.
On behalf of the billions of animals who suffer and die for fashion, we convinced retail giant Shein to ban fur, wild animal skins, and exotic feathers. Men's Warehouse and other tailored brands to stop selling shoes made from alligator, ostrich, or other animal skins. And retailers Zoomies to drop mohair and cashmere.
Cows are sentient beings with feelings, emotions.
I don't even know what sentiment means.
Farther abroad, Airbnb and Marriott stopped selling animal tours at the Great Pyramids of Egypt thanks to our exposés of the cruel business. And many more companies agreed to stop promoting dangerous elephant encounters. Our Spanish outreach division, PETA Latino, collaborated with local groups to get Mexico City to ban the torture and slaughter of bulls for bullfighting, and made waves when Mexico banned dolphin performances and breeding them for anything other than conservation. We rallied support to get horse-drawn carriages out of the heat in Savannah and compelled the Fasig-Tipton auction to finally stop forcing 2-year-old horses to perform deadly speed trials. The Miami Seaquarium officially closed after years of PETA campaigning, and the sordid aquarium chain Sequest filed for bankruptcy, with hundreds of animals being relocated to reputable facilities. While our numerous complaints led to the shuttering of roadside zoos and more than 300 animals being removed from West Coast Game Park, whose owner was arrested on more than 370 charges of animal neglect and other crimes. Then there was Limbani, an 8-year-old chimpanzee who'd been kept in solitary confinement at a roadside zoo since he was just 4 days old. He was treated like little more than an Instagram prop instead of the highly social person he is. Until, following our vigorous campaign to help him, Limbani was transferred to a lush, spacious sanctuary at Save the Chimps, where he's finally able to interact with his own kind and will never be exploited again. PETA's innovative campaigns like our eye-opening How the Other Half Lives exhibit and PETA 2's multiple virtual reality experiences spread awareness of animal liberation issues farther than ever. We amplified our trademark demonstrations and protests with trailblazing lawsuits like our First Amendment right to receive communications from primates in NIH labs, our case against the American Kennel Club for imposing breed standards that cause lifelong suffering for dogs, and our lawsuit over the Maine Lobster Festival's torture and torment of lobsters. Our Hell on Wheels road tours featuring chickens, pigs, and turkeys were joined by an ice cream truck delivering vegan ice cream to the masses, so that everyone could experience how delicious veganism is. Ice cream! While our AI-powered robot, Charlie XC Cow, called out passersby for what they were wearing on the sidewalk.
Wear your own skin.
Our original talking cow, Carly, and Ellie the elephant reached more than 40,000 students in the past year. Our youth outreach division, PETA 2, educated festival and concert attendees across the country. And more than 16,000 students learned without cruelty thanks to our Kind Frog silicone-based dissection model.
I really think it's great work that you guys are doing.
We released viral new campaigns to burst through the white noise of modern media consumption, collaborated with celebrities and content creators across the cultural spectrum to raise awareness with new audiences, used innovative technologies to create viral messages that racked up millions of views on social media.
We've been eating animals since caveman days. Why stop now? Because we're not cavemen? I mean, come on, bro.
And disrupted everything from the Oscars to soccer fields to catwalks around the world, waking everyone up to the suffering of animals that would otherwise be kept hidden from public consciousness. Our undercover investigations and whistleblower exposés kept the spotlight shining on animal-abusing industries, pulling back the curtain on cruelty and motivating countless viewers to make informed choices by no longer supporting it. We exposed farm and shearing sheds in New Zealand that produce ZQ-certified wool, a sham certification standard that claims sheep in these sheds are treated humanely. We published never-before-seen footage captured inside the animal laboratories of Massachusetts General Hospital, where thousands of animals are subjected to cruel and deadly experiments every year. And we revealed the first ever footage of goats on a dairy farm in Oregon, languishing in filth and debilitating pain due to their lack of adequate veterinary care. But as a result of this landmark case, the farm was dropped by the cheese brand that it supplied. We also achieved even more victories, including the termination of a former Primate Center director's experiments on monkeys, a supermarket chain dropping the humane-washed Farmer Focus, whose cruelty we exposed, and a humane-washing dairy farm removing false and misleading claims from its website. The former veterinarian of Invigo, the Beagle Factory Farm whose closure we prompted in 2022, was indicted on 17 counts of cruelty to animals. And our work helped lead to USDA citations and penalties for many other facilities, as well as a prison sentence for the Tiger King villain behind Myrtle Beach Safari, and 4 years in prison for the chimp-crazy woman who exploited chimpanzees like Tonka. Our 6-month investigation into a drug testing company, ironically named High Quality Research, exposed horrifying suffering being inflicted on dogs and cats in the name of science. After being mutilated without pain relief, in a crude attempt to quiet their barking, dogs were left to languish in stark, cinder-block rooms with painful conditions and injuries. Many of the animals paced or ran in endless circles, desperate for a shred of affection or basic care. One of those dogs was Temple, who was referred to as JGI-2 by the laboratory. Ever since she was born, she'd been confined to cages or a pen on a hard floor in windowless rooms where she'd cower in the corner, shaking in fear whenever someone entered. But PETA's investigator was able to get her out. The USDA cited the lab for hundreds of violations of the Animal Welfare Act, and now Temple lives with an actual family, blossoming into a curious, playful girl who finally knows what it feels like to be safe and loved. Temple is just one of the hundreds of animals of many different species who we helped place into loving homes or return back to their original guardians. Our campaigns spread awareness about the importance of adopting companion animals,
I mean, go get a cat. Look how happy I am.
never leaving them in hot cars, and avoiding fearsome fireworks displays.
I've never been scared of anything in my life.
Except with fireworks. Fireworks scare the out of me.
We hosted adoption events and spay-neuter clinics around the globe, spaying and neutering more than 15,000 animals this year alone, even when their guardians wouldn't have otherwise been able to afford it. We delivered hundreds of dog houses. We worked to end the chaining of dogs left outside, and our on-call caseworkers responded to thousands of emergency cruelty calls at all hours of the day and night, providing crucial aid to suffering animals around the world. While our Global Compassion Fund brought comfort and relief to thousands more animals, from the war zones of Ukraine to Romania, India, the Philippines, and wherever else animals needed our help. That's all just a glimpse at what PETA accomplished this year, as we proved time and time again that compassion is a guiding light that will never be dimmed. Thank you to everyone who supported us in 2025, and together, let's create an even brighter future for all beings next year.